This is going to be a TELPAS listening and speaking tutorial. The link is going to be in the description for the practice test. So when you click the link, you will be taken to this website. If you'll scroll down to the bottom left, you'll see Practice Test Login. Make sure that the guest user is on and the guest session is on. Now click Sign In. We're going to select Grade 8 today. Scroll down to the third option, TELPAS Release Tests. We're going to do the listening and speaking release test, so click this option. This is your settings page. I'm going to select a large red mouse pointer for the purposes of this video so you can see where I'm clicking. Select your personal preferences and select. If you're practicing at home, check your playback and recording now on this page. When you do go to your testing site, all the equipment will be provided there for you. The laptop and the auditory equipment will be provided for you. But if you're practicing at home, you check your sound by clicking this. Now we're going to check our mic. Jessica. Jessica. And continue. If at any time you need help with the test, you can click View Help Guide. This will be at the top of your menu during the test. We're going to begin test now. Your toolbar at the top, the back and next arrows will let you scroll through the test questions. You will see a completion bar of percentage complete of the test in the top left corner. You have a notepad at the top as well that will allow you to write notes throughout the entire test. It is not specific to each question. What I'd like for you to use during the test to help you with each question, I prefer that the students use sticky notes. The sticky notes are going to be the 3 lines specific to each question. The sticky notes will stay with the question, so you can have your details for each question. You save and close. Now I know I have details for number 1 on the sticky note because I see the icon here beside question 1. When I click my sticky notes, I have specific to question 1, my details listed here in the sticky notes. When you see a play icon for the questions, you will play and then respond to the prompt. I want to move forward to a speaking question. During your speaking questions, it will be very crucial and imperative to your success to utilize the sticky note feature. You can tell on this question, these 2 small arrows are going to mean that this picture in this video goes with this question, as well as question 3 and question 4 are paired with this story in the image. You can make it whole screen with the arrows here by clicking the left or right arrow and toggle back and forth between question 3 and 4 as needed. Now please utilize the sticky note tool. So when I'm answering this question, I can see my question. Why does Seth buy the book at the library sale? I will push play to listen to the video, and I need to keep in mind this is the question I'm answering. Why does Seth buy the book at the library sale? So when you push play,
Seth absently picked up books from the tables at the library sale, but nothing was catching his interest. Then he saw a colorful cover that declared, "You can learn magic tricks." He had never thought about doing magic tricks, but there was a school talent show coming up soon. He had been toying with the idea of trying out for it as a singer, but he knew there would be a lot of singers. Magicians, though.
I wrote the answer to the question, and now See how that is specific to question 3 to answer that question? Pull your notes back up and find the best possible answer choice that matches this question as you just read it. So why does he want to buy the book at the library sale? He wants to avoid coming home without a book. That does not match the notes that I took. So I'm going to right click. If you need this feature, you can strike through the incorrect answers to eliminate answer choices that are not the best possible answer choice. The book give him an idea for the talent show. Yes, that is what I wrote in my notes because he wanted to learn magic tricks. So the book has a colorful, nope, not that one. It's not this one either. So the best possible answer choice for this one is answer choice B. So you would select that and then go to next, which will take you to question 4. Now, on question 4, you're going to watch the video again. Again, use your sticky notes feature to take notes. This is going to help us organize our thoughts and answer questions effectively. And we're not using as much brain power. We're able to relax. We've answered it. We've got our sticky notes and they save to each question. So please utilize the sticky notes. Now let's take a look at a question that requires us to record. Get your sticky notes ready for this. This is so helpful because I'm going to make this small. I can adjust the size of this. I'm showing you guys that now. Kind of move it around so I can see the question. I'm going to retell the story in my own words. So in my sticky notes section for this question 7, what I'm going to want to do, if I'm retelling a story, it's going to be super easy for me to retell the story if I just list the events. How am I going to do that? Well, very easy. My prompt says retell the story in my own words. I'm going to click play, and then whatever happens first, I'm going to make little notes. This does not have to be a huge long paragraph. You just want simple notes so that when you're recording your answer, you have your thoughts organized in a sequential order because this is a retell you the story in your own words prompt. So you click play.
Seth absently picked up books from the tables at the library sale, but nothing was catching his interest. Then he saw a colorful cover that declared, "You can learn magic tricks." He had never thought about doing magic tricks, but there was a school talent show coming up soon. He had been toying with the idea of trying out for it as a singer, but he knew there would be a lot of singers. Magicians, though. "Did you find anything interesting at the sale?" his sister Rachel asked him that evening. "Maybe," Seth told her. "I'll let you know." "Okay, Mr. Mystery, whatever you say." 3 days later, Seth asked Rachel, "Will you let me practice on you?" "Depends on what you're practicing. I've had enough of listening to you howl your way through songs I don't like." "It's the interesting thing from the library sale." Rachel looked skeptical, but she nodded. "Go for it, little brother." Seth cleared his throat and then said in a booming, theatrical voice, "I'm the world-famous magician, Mr. Mystery. Welcome to my show. I'll dazzle you with my tricks." With his left hand, he fished a pen from his pocket and flourished it. "First, I'll make this pen disappear." He did as the book indicated.
Now, the prompt wants me to retell the story in my own words. That's going to be me speaking slowly. I'm going to use the sticky notes that you see here on my screen. It's very organized. I did not have to write a lot, but I'm going to give a quality at least 45 seconds, and I have 2 attempts. So I'm going to retell the story in my own words. I'm ready to go, so I'm going to push record. Seth buys a magic book for the talent show. Seth decides to practice his magic skills with his sister, and he introduces himself as Mr. Mystery. The first trick that Seth attempts is to make a pen disappear. He does a great job making the pen disappear. The next trick that Seth tried to perform was a card trick. Unfortunately, the card trick did not go so well, and Seth dropped all the cards on the floor. He was disappointed. His sister was very supportive and told him to get up and try again. This gave Seth the confidence that he needed to continue practicing for the talent show. I know I gave a quality 45 seconds because it had 90 seconds. Half of 90 is 45, so I know I at least spoke for 45 seconds. I'm going to play this back. Seth buys a magic book for the talent show. Seth decides to practice his magic skills with his sister, and he introduces himself as Mr. Mystery. The first trick that Seth attempts is to... I'm happy with this response. I do want you to listen to the whole thing when you record. Happy with that response. So I'm going to just save this. Now I have answered this. I've got one attempt left that I do not need because I was happy with this response. I'm going to go to the next question. Now I want you to notice in this question, you have a prompt. Look at the pictures and read this below. You will use the pictures to explain each step in a process. When you're ready to speak, tell as much as you can. What am I going to say to use here? Sticky notes, right? Let's play.
Tell how to build a birdhouse.
Well, I would first look at the pictures, and it's got some images down here, right? So let's use our sticky notes. Using our sticky notes, we have first, you've got to have a bird box. Birdhouse box. Looks like the second thing you want to do is assemble the box. Use a hammer and nails to complete the build of the birdhouse. And 3, choose a color of paint to decorate the birdhouse. And 4, select a nice tree to hang your birdhouse. Okay, now here's my thoughts. Let's just save it and close it. I'm going to scroll down. I have 2 attempts. Pull my sticky notes back up. Okay, let's do a quality 45 seconds. I'm going to mess up on purpose the first time. I'm telling you that. You get your birdhouse box, then you use a hammer and nails to complete the birdhouse. Then you choose color and paint to decorate the house, and then you select a nice tree to hang your birdhouse. Did I do 45 seconds? I did not. I know I did not do 45 seconds because I've got a whole 78 seconds left. So that was a terrible attempt. This time I'm going to use the same notes and I'm going to slow down. So I've got to record again. When I do that, this happens. This will delete your response and start recording automatically. Yes, I would like to delete that response. To assemble a birdhouse, you first need the pieces in the walls of the birdhouse box. Then you're going to use a hammer and nails to carefully secure the walls, the bottom, the sides, and the roof of the birdhouse. The next step will be to choose a color of paint to decorate your birdhouse, any color that you would like to decorate it. The next thing you would like to do is select a nice tree to hang your birdhouse for viewing pleasure, preferably a tree where you can view the birds all throughout the day and enjoy your hard work. Now, that was a tough 45 seconds because that was a pretty easy prompt that they gave us, but I did record 45 seconds. I did a little bit over 45 seconds because I've got 43 seconds remaining. So you listen to your response, and then you go to the next question when you're happy with that. So I hope that this has helped share, especially why we need to use sticky notes for each question. Remember, the sticky notes stay per question. I highly recommend it. I would like everybody to get a level 4 on their speaking and listening. And I know that listening is not a huge issue. We've all got great performances in listening. We just need to bump that speaking up, and using sticky notes this year is going to get us there. So if you have any questions, you do have my email address. So send a message and I'm happy to help you with any and all of your needs. Have a good day.